Good morning, children. In previous topic, as a part of national movement, we have seen which factors responsible for the rise of nationalism in India. So particularly, the feelings of nationalism rose in the second part of 19th century that we have already seen. So the entire national movement is divided into three important phases. Those are, the first one is moderate phase, and second one is extremist phase, the phase which actually lasts between 1905 to 1990, and third one is Gandhian era, that is from 1919 to 1947. See children, the entire national movement of India is actually divided into three important phases. Those are moderate phase from 1885 to 1905, and second one is extremist phase from 1905 to 1919, Gandhian era, that is 1919 to 1947. So the entire national movement actually started with some other incidents also, but the important incidents took place only between 1885 to 1947. That's why we have taken three important phases. It doesn't mean that before no incident happened. No, before 1885 also some incidents happened, but these are very important. So what are those? Let us see. So in that, the first important one is moderate phase. Moderate phase, in that the first important thing, that is first important phase, is moderate phase. So who are moderates? Who are called moderates? Who are considered moderates? The entire moderate phase is completely confined to educated Indians. That means in this phase the entire movement was carried by whom? That is completely educated Indians. Who are those? That is Dadabhai Naoroji. What is DBN? Dadabhai Naoroji, who is considered the grand old man of India. Firoz Shah Mehta. What is PSM? Firoz Shah Mehta. Next RCD means, that is Surendranath Banerjee. SNB means Surendranath Banerjee. Next MGR means Govinda Ranade. Mahadev Govinda Ranade. This RCD means Ramesh Chandra Dutt. Ramesh Chandra Dutt. Next Gopala Krishna Gokhale. What is GKG? Gopala Krishna Gokhale. Next Madan Mohan Malavya. Remember all these names once again. Dadabhai Naoroji. Next Firoz Shah Mehta, Ramesh Chandra Dutt, Surendranath Banerjee, Mahadev Govinda Ranade, Gopala Krishna Gokhale, and Madan Mohan Malavya. All these were considered moderates. What these are considered? Moderates. So between 1885 to 1905, what actually they did? Did they really fight for independence or not? What were the important targets? What were the important objects of these moderates? See, the first important thing you have to understand, the moderates did not ask for complete freedom. They did not ask for Swaraj. They wanted to continue the British rule. They wanted to extend the British rule, but they wanted some changes in the British rule. That is the important thing what you have to understand. That is the first one. What is the first one? The moderates did not ask for complete freedom. Just they wanted to make some changes in the British administration, British rule. That's what you have to understand. The second important, in what way they approached, in what way they tried to put pressure on British means, through speeches. That means by assembling some people at one place, by giving speeches. In what way we have to fight against the British in such a way, in different places, by arranging assemblies, meetings. They give speeches, resolutions. What is second one? Resolutions. That means resolution is nothing but making a decision by having one discussion, making one decision, coming for final conclusion. That is resolution. Next, appeals. Appeal means asking and keeping our demands, putting our demands and asking for our demands. And petitions. So just we give petition. And in what way we have been exploiting by the British. So we appeal, we give a petition, and also by arranging different meetings, we give speeches and even resolutions also by making some decisions. In such a way, the methods which were adopted by the moderates were those were completely peaceful. Those are by giving speeches, resolutions, appeals, petitions. They tried to bring pressure on the British. That's first thing what you have. Second thing what you have to understand. And coming to the third one, in what way they approach, they try to put pressure on other people, particularly British. What are the other ways means? Even they asked to take back some important acts like Arms Act, which was brought in 1878. Which year it was brought? Arms Act. Next, Vernacular Press Act. What is second one? Vernacular Press Act, even which actually came into force in 1878. Already we discussed in the first topic. So what is Arms Act? 1878. According to that, whoever the Indian, if they want to keep any arm, if they want to maintain arms, they have to take permission from the British. Unless the British give permission to Indians, they cannot maintain such arms, which was actually once upon a time that is criticized by the Indians. Already we discussed in the previous topic. And Vernacular Press Act. If anyone comment about the British government, such type of papers will be banned by the British government. That is Vernacular Press Act. So the acts which were earlier made by the British, which were completely curtailed, banned, took away the freedom of Indians, all such acts were to be banned. According to whom? According to moderates. That is another important step which was taken by the moderates. And even they asked for greater representation. What is the next one? Greater representation. That means even not only the British, even Indians also should be appointed in higher posts. Higher posts. So during the British rule, the British did not allow Indians to have higher posts, to sit in the higher posts. But here the moderate asked for Indian representation in all kinds of posts, particularly higher posts. And also they demanded to conduct the civil service exams England as well as India simultaneously. Whenever the British conduct civil service exams in England, at the same time such exams should be conducted in India also. Such other demand which was made by the British. And another important one, they tried to criticize, they tried to bring awareness among all the Indians by bringing some theories. Those are drain theory. What is the important one? Drain theory. What is drain? To take something forcibly. To take something by force. To take something by force. That is called drain. So the moderates were trying to put pressure on British through different ways. So here one theory which was brought by Dadabhai Nauroji. Dadabhai Nauroji. So what he is considered, I told you already, that is Grand Old Man of India. Dadabhai Nauroji was considered Grand Old Man of India. He only brought the theory called drain theory. So according to this theory, what actually happened? The British took away so much of wealth from India. That's why. That means our wealth was drained. Our wealth was taken away by British, by force. So through this theory, Dadabhai Nauroji wanted to explain in what way the Indian wealth was exploited. In what way the Indian wealth was taken away by the British to their home country, from our country. So particularly they looted India. How did they take? Particularly they took away nearly 1400 crore. How much money? 1400 crore rupees by that time itself. How did they collect that 1400? In the form of home charges. In the form of home charges, they collected huge amounts from the Indians. So how much amount was taken away by the British? That is nearly 1400 crore rupees in the form of what? Home charges. What are home charges? Don't think that home charges means charges which are collected on houses. No. Home charges means the charges which were collected by the British to maintain British army in India. What were home charges? The charges are the amounts which were collected by the British to maintain their army in India. In such a way, nearly 1400 crores of rupees was taken away by the British in the form of home charges. That was all explained by Dadabhai Nauroji in drain theory. It's very important. Even some Telugu poets also explained how in what way the British were actually exploiting the Indians. So that is what another important effort made by the moderates. Not only that, even they demanded to bring some changes in agriculture. They wanted to take some steps to improve the agriculture, particularly in India. Another important one, they demanded the British to take some care about the migrant labor, particularly Indians who are going to other countries. So they are facing some problems. Such problems should be looked after by the British. Such a way, the moderates, once you see between 1885 to 1905, because of all their efforts, they tried to inculcate the feelings of nationalism. To some extent, they succeeded to inculcate the feelings of nationalism by giving speeches, by running newspapers. They tried to bring the nationalism, particularly in the first phase. So that was the important achievement, one of the important achievements made by the moderates. So remember, so moderates were nothing but this entire phase was completely confined to educated Indians. Who are called moderates means these were the moderates. They adopted complete peaceful methods to bring some changes in the British army. They did not ask for complete freedom, and also they asked to take back some acts like Arms Act, which was passed in 1878, and the Vernacular Press Act, which was passed in 1878, and even they asked for greater representation of Indians in higher posts, and also they asked for conducting civil service exams in Britain as well as India simultaneously, and even they tried to criticize the exploitation of British in India by bringing some theories. Particularly Dadabhai Nauroji brought economic drain theory, through which he tried to explain in what way our wealth was taken away by the British, and even they asked British to improve some, particularly in order to bring some changes in agriculture, to improve agriculture, and also they asked the British to take care the conditions of labor. So in this way, to some extent, the Godreds be successful in bringing some changes. Particularly, they succeeded in inculcating the feelings of nationalism. In the next video, we will see the second phase, that is extremist phase.